All right, before this gets too cold, cheers. Also, there's plenty of other brakes available that are not as big as this one, but are just as good. Do the Smash Bros. Character select screen to give me a little hype right now. It's made me want to play some Smash. All right. Give you guys a little moment to trade. But in reality, no one's trading. You're in break two? Very good, Chucky. You just get some top loaders. We are good to go. Figure we start with the feast, give plenty of time for the other breaks to fill up. Even though spots should be grabbed before I'm on. Man, you guys are a chatty bunch tonight, let me tell you. Just talking my ear off. There's always the chance that you've slipped and fell on 151 packaging, Mountain. Got to make sure you're here before we buy it. That's true. But in the event that I die with the mountain of garbage that was created from 151, another opener will be assigned to you. I'll have a backup opener. So we got insurance, right? All right. I believe we are good to go. Good luck with that. Audrey, what you got? You got grass, so let's just pull Venusaur right off the bat. Make it a nice little highlight reel. First pack would be too perfect. They would say scripted. Now second pack, more believable. So we're doing half the 151 in the front, even though it's not perfectly half. So 13 in the front and then 14 in the back. Yo, I was pretty close though. Who's electric? Tetsnick? Maybe I'll Gengar. The potential's always there. I mean, at this point, dude, we're coming up on 5 weeks after this week. Hang on, I'm being a little stickler right now. Much better. And the dark energy. Bowling Kid, I was surprised at my performance on Hearthstone Battlegrounds on stream yesterday. I was very happy with myself. Now today's performance in Battlegrounds, not so hot. Let me tell you, all the rank that I gained is gone. It is like dead in the ground. I just need you. Usually it's the opposite, dude. Usually I lose right away. War Turtle with a Zard. Water is Harold. Harold, didn't I just pull you the Blastoise too? Man, doing great things for you. A little bit thick on the bottom. I'm assuming you got one in my DM somewhere. Where? Is there something I should know? It didn't pop up on Twitch. I'll tell him to look at those. I'll have him address that. Whatever it is. I don't know what it is. Ding, you failed to give the rest of the information in that sentence, which is you've gotten like 4 total break spots in 6 months. So it's actually like pretty solid to get water that amount of times. That's what you call fudging the numbers. I don't like that. That's like deceptive journalism. You're part of the problem, dude. Giving some off the cuff statistics to try and throw people off. %10 of all drinks is water. I see you, Ding. I could see through your facade. Right, but with a sample size that's as small as yours, no significant findings can be made. No hypothesis can be drawn. You're going to need to get some more data. There's a water energy for you too. And a Poliwhirl? This is just the first half of it, too. Also, Ding, on the subject of what we were talking about a couple streams ago, about like, I don't know, like outer space movies, I watched Arrival for the first time. Kind of a weird movie. Pretty interesting. I could literally just type your name into like the back end of the website and it'll tell me, but that wouldn't be enough work for you. It needs to be more work for you. Steel Energy. I think that has no swirls. Not one. That's a rare one. You watched that a minute ago? You watched that 2-hour movie in 1 minute? Or you finished the movie a minute ago? Did you watch it on fast forward and you're just like super brain, you can absorb it all? I think I still have like 30 minutes left on it. But it held my interest. I was like, okay, this is pretty cool. There's some aliens, there's some octopus stuff going on. Superior. Speaking of grass. Alright, that was the first half of 151. The next half is at the end. But man, Audrey, I was looking at that picture and the e-readers art just took me back. I saw that card and I was like, oh. It's not a bad problem, Rowling. It's one of the most sought after cards. Oh yeah. I said not a bad problem. That wasn't saying that you said it was a problem. If we fill everything tonight, I'll shoot to do 2 feasts. Oh no, I gotta fire exactly. Every spot is a good spot. It all depends on what comes out. Radiant Alakazam. The one thing I didn't like about the movie Ding was they finally got a translation, and then the alien said "give weapon," and then the one marine guy's like, "Oh, that's it." And he just brought C4 onto their onto their ship. Bomb plane. I don't know why he did that. I have to rewatch that part because I was like, it was late, and I was like, what? Why? Why did he do that? And if you haven't seen this movie, it's on Netflix right now. For those of you remaining few that have a subscription there still. Said they didn't give us the Master Ball Hollow. I'm sad about a lot of things, dude. But you got to just take what you can get. At least we got 151 as a set. We could have got Detective Pikachu again. You don't remember the details? The details that I'm talking about, Ding, literally, they were just translating to try and figure out why the aliens were there. And then the aliens spat out a translation that said "give weapon," and then this marine on the on the spaceship was like. And then later he brings C4 onto the spaceship. Luna just plopped herself outside of my door. It honestly warms my heart, but she can't be in here. She'll rip up all packs. So today the puppy was ripping the fuzz off of the tennis ball, which we just had to throw it out then because then she's going to swallow it and get sick or choke. So I took it from her and I threw it upstairs over the railing to like the balcony that overlooks like the family room. And I thought it would just end there. Like the ball would just be upstairs for now. She went upstairs, put the ball in her mouth, and then looked over the railing at me. She's like, "You think you can stop me?" Probably the funniest thing I think I've ever seen today. I didn't think she would be smart enough to go upstairs and look for it. You think throwing it over the railing is enough to just stop whatever I want? Oh, I gotta plug in these headphones. They're about to die. Kyrium? Water? Oh, let me grab my charger. It's also slightly irritating that I still don't have enough chargers per room. Per my charger to room ratio is feeling pretty low right now. But it's like, I'd rather not have to spend $25 for something that should have been included in my phone, but I need to charge it. Good. Also, Bowling Kid, I made it to, it was either 7 or 8 wins in my the one mode where you build the deck as you go, as you win and lose. All right, dude, that pack was all messed up. The prizes were pretty good. I was a little bit salty that I didn't make it to 12 because it was such a good deck. When you get to 8 wins, it's literally like, it's just infinitely busted deck against infinitely busted, and then like one person's got to come out on top, and they end up being really long games. You suck now, but anomalies are a lot of fun right now in BGs. They are, except that one game we had where the board resets every time. I hated that mode. I ended up getting second, but never again, dude. I'm quitting if I join one of those. I chased that elemental beast combo again, and it just didn't happen once today. Made me sad. Double steel pack. I have a feeling these last 14 packs of 151 are going to pop off. I'm a little bit excited right now. What do we got here? Bosses. Okay, I guess it's supposed to happen because it's a reverse spot and then the regular spot. 2 full art trainers, 1 pack. Josh. Dude, I think someone was, I was having packet loss on Rocket League, it really felt like someone was DDoSing. Not like my internet. So like maybe not DDoSing, but some sort of thing where it made me and my teammates have packet loss, but the enemy team was fine. Really weird. I don't know what that was about. Because never happens to me ever. And my teammates said they were getting it too. Dude, I can't get away from people who cheat in games. It sucks. All the beige buck farmers are just here for now, I guess. Farmer, dude. Get out the pitchfork and the overalls. The straw hat. Or what other John Deere hat. Boom. You're a farmer. Someone has to feed these hogs. You're watching what, dude, that's a bold thing to do. If you die, you have to delete your character. You know that, right? Would be a shame if you just looked away and your character was just dead. Bro, I can't bring myself to do it. Because I know the second that I stream it, I'm going to get stream sniped and die and lose my character. And I'm just going to be like, you know what? I'm done playing this game. This game sucks. Or just one of my friends is going to troll me. When back in just regular classic vanilla, I had a hit put out on me. It had to have been, because I was getting targeted no matter where I was. If I was unflagged for PvP, or if I was flagged for PvP for a second, gone, all my buffs. Dude, people find a way, Caspery. Just drag all the mobs to you, vanish. I was in a fight for my life. I remember one time, it was like 3 or 4 in the morning, and I just wanted to get all my buffs done after getting off of live, so I didn't have to worry about it. I hearthed back to org, or took a port, and I didn't fly in because my hearth was down or something. And I'm about to log out. Rogue opens up on me in the inn, and I'm fighting for my life on my warrior. I popped shield wall, I was popping consumes. He couldn't kill me, and I couldn't kill him because he kept running away. Baby Zord. If I would have died there, I probably would have just uninstalled. Legit. It's probably one of the worst things to have to deal with as a tank. Getting world buffs and not dying to some randos that are camping you. Kind of lost the drive to play. That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, you get to 60 and then you're like, okay, now I'm going to raid and risk my character for gear. But I hit 60 already. That should be countable? Nope. Not yet. We're getting close, though. Not the Centiskorch that we see when we see the VMAX art. It's the regular full art non-VMAX. I wonder if there's a correlation between those two. That'd be interesting. Zorora. But yeah, what was I talking about earlier? When Audrey posted a picture of her submission that came back, which a lot of the cards were 10s from me, and then she had stuff that she submitted on her own. There was a one of those e-reader Zards, and it took me on a ride. I remember putting it in my binder, all those e-reader cards. That was the last set I think I bought before coming back to it like later. Because that was the last set that was in my binder. This is a very nice submission. I'm excited for our next one to come back because the graded packs are going to be in it. Yo. Little Roadrunner? Craig? Also, we got the spicy chicken. The regular Blaziken? No. Should have got it graded. I mean, they're out of booster boxes. Remember that card I was talking about like 2 seconds ago? I can't turn it off, dude. Well, another one for the highlighter reel. Ooh. Almost an entire other card is forming on the top of that. That's an interesting miscut. But it looks normal, like on all of the other sides. It's just the top end that's big. It's got a big forehead. That's going to be a miscut. Normally, like, it would be thinner on the bottom. So there's another alt Blaziken out there that's just all legs, no chest. I mean, it's kind of going around, dude. Everyone's making their rounds popping off right now. Now Dark is heating up. That is a very not common card. I can't remember the last Blaziken alt I pulled. It has to be like maybe 5 months ago or something. Those cards are just like, nah. Okay, I think I pulled every Blaziken now. Maybe just the regular you need now, or the hyper? You need the hyper now. Dragon has had some hits here and there. I think you got a Regidrago. If you watch, Dano, you just see me pull you the heat. Wife and kids have COVID. Dude, that's like, COVID's over with. It's not cool anymore. That's like 2 years ago. Did you tell him that? Like, your response to your family being sick is just like, come on, dude. What is this, 2 years ago? Is it making a comeback, dude? Like fanny packs? Dude, my father used to rock a fanny pack like a real man. He rocked a fanny pack and he just had zero remorse. The one that just clips around the waist. It was like his utility belt. In the front. It was like kind of front to the side. Like if you wear your hat sideways, you know what I mean? Ooh, that SQ. It was like a seafoam green, dude. Just clipped it right on. The color that was like, I feel like that color was everywhere when I was like in the 90s when I was a kid. Yo, look at the crimp on top of that. It's got some teeth. I like that. That's like the first error I've seen out of Obsidian. Ding, I'm with you, dude. We just got to bring it back. Honestly, I'd rock a fanny pack with a smile on my face because I really don't care. Gradable? I mean, it's got a crimp in it, so it'll be an error. So yes. If you're looking for a 10, though, it ain't gonna 10. They're gonna say, sir, your card is chewed on. Yeah, if you grade it with one of those other ABC companies. You could just, what you do with those companies that haven't been around as long as PSA or BGS, you slip a 20 in the top loader behind the card and you get a 10 back. Let's go. See, everyone's popping off. It's making its rounds. That one company that is continuing one of their grades to then skyrocket the price so they could sell it off and just leave the industry. They hate me talking about it like that, I could tell you that. Easy on everyone. What you mean? Just wait, dude. You'll have your turn. I've talked about this before, Dano. The equivalent would be like PSA, like saying, "Oh, the number 10 grade, like getting a 10. 10 doesn't exist anymore." That's what they did, essentially. And on the same day I saw that, somebody posted like a stupid like common EX for like 6 figures. They're like, it's discontinued. I'm naming my price. And I'm just like, everyone literally roasted him in the comments and he was deleting him. Probably one of the dudes that works for the company. I really hope people aren't dumb enough to bite on that. I feel like I shouldn't have to explain that. Like why it's actually a scam. Well, that's the outcome. But regardless, it's from the same thing. I remember people coming in here and arguing with me every day because they had cards that they sent off and they literally were just being argumentative because they had cards and they spent money at that company. I'm like, I could tell you that like you should probably sell those very quickly and just move on. They're like, no, this is a good company, dude. You could choose like custom label. I'm like, dude, I hope you really just didn't just say that as an argument. If you want an overpriced top loader, I guess there's your solution. Dano, you want a blue label? I got an HP Envy inkjet here. I can make you whatever color you want. I got this printer for free in college when I got a Prime subscription as a student. Next time, Dan, I'll do it for free, dude. I'll print out this label and you can just slap it right on a Ziploc bag. I'll charge you the cost of paper, dude. I won't even charge you for the ink. The ink's on me. water foil energy, and just, I think I pulled you out already. You want me to just get like a magic marker and just like scribble all over the card? Yo, that's an alt fighting. I need one of those fat tip markers, dude. Or do you want the markers that have the fragrances on them? So like when you sniff it, it'll smell like blueberries. Dude, I'll get out the construction paper, some. Honestly, dude, if you used Elmer's glue, you were a rookie. It's all about the glue stick. You just do boom. No glob, no like lumpy mess underneath. Finding out glue sticks were a thing was life-changing as a child. If you're using Elmer's glue and you're squeezing the glue out, you go back, dude. You're messed up. Or double-sided tape. Double-sided tape is a godsend. This is assuming it didn't dry out. What, the glue stick? Put the cap back on it, you... What are you, raised by, like, chimpanzees? Could squeeze it to... Yeah, I mean, my grading scale is going to be 1 to 10,000. And I'm going to give out numbers. If it's in a range, dude, I'm going to, like, just throw a dart at the wall. And if the card is like in the 0 to 100 range, I write an insult on the card. Like, you blew it. This card sucks. Imagine having a card this chewed up. Absolutely. No, you have some Articuno slabs and some random Yeah, I'm not about that because I'm not trying to like waste money. I just want it when I grade a card, I want it to be done with. I don't want to like have to crack it and resend. Or which I'm never going to sell them. If I was in a position that I needed to sell them, I wouldn't want to have to jump through the hoop of saying, oh, wait, it's not PSA or BGS. Okay, I'm not paying this much with another person. Legendary Collection is gorgeous. Now, what Dano is saying is he just did it as a personal preference, which that's fine. But he understands the implication of not having it be one of the two companies. And I'm not roasting you, Dan. I appreciate listen, dude. You're a smart guy. You'll do whatever you please. I still remember getting my first grade submission back from BGS, and I feel like I was like one of the only people sending Pokemon to BGS, legit. Dude, Chuck E. Cheese takes leftover pizza and then like just remakes them into pizzas and then just gives them to the next customer, just reheats it. I watched the Shane Dawson video about it. Honestly, it's pretty conclusive in that video. It was kind of messed up. I saw that and I was like, that is disgusting. That is actually like, doesn't make sense. They straight up just put like cheese on the top of it and then just recut it. And then mix and match like a puzzle. I think you saw a couple of my Articunos when I was doing the collection logging. Mr. Mime. That is the... maybe not the first. But I have not seen a lot of these Mr. Mimes. Andrew. Very nice. I have one Articuno. I think it's from Plasma, maybe. It's a full art, and it's, like, very, very blue. Another Steel Energy for your boy. That might be the second gold trainer switch I've seen. This is one of the most difficult cards to pull out of the set. I think it's Plasma Storm. I'd have to see it. Obviously, it's labeled on the slab. Not one swirl. I'm telling you, dude. I think there's going to be... It's going to be one or the other, where the most swirls is going to pull the most amount of money, or it's going to be no swirls. Because one of them is going to end up being the wanted one over time. Yeah, but we had this discussion. Someone was saying, like, it's just identical. It's either identical without the swirls or identical with the swirls, and that's not the case. That needs to be specified, because every conversation I've had has been like, oh, they're all the same, and I'm just like, no. He forgot the points. Or you could just say you. Hello, I can talk to you. Five swirls or it goes in the garbage. See, this one's got a swirl. It's only got one, though. Right there. Got a swirl charlatan over here, dude. You're either on the swirl team or you're not on the swirl team. You gotta pick a side. Team swirl. Whose team name is Shuckle? And I'm playing you this week. Is that real, man? In fantasy? Because honestly, dude, my team is looking like. Remember when Jack Sparrow needs to like round up a crew to like just give up souls to Davy Jones? I got a bum leg. I'm gonna be my first one. I hope not. Everyone is like sick or dead on my roster. It's the crow's nest for you. That's what they said to my my Saquon Barkley dude. They said to him, "It's the crow's nest for you." That dude is just sipping Gatorade on the sidelines, living life. They point to him to like, you want to run the ball, and he's like, "Nah, not feeling it today. Maybe tomorrow." With a parrot that speaks for him, dude is mute, but he lived through like 5 movies. The MVP. I saw one of the 2 guys. You know, like the 2 funny people. With the one has like the wooden eye. I forgot their names. But you know what I'm talking about. I saw one of them recently in a movie, and I was like, I like recognized him. I forgot where I saw him in. Good thing I was charging. Also, water energy with a swirl. I think it was the guy with the wooden eye. I saw him recently in a movie where he wasn't a pirate, and I was like, that's that guy. Have not seen him since. Oh, this song does not belong in that playlist. It's a very angry song with a lot of swears. It's a gaming stream song. It's a good workout song too, if I'm being honest. I like angry music when I'm working out. Can't be listening to like Coldplay while I run or lift. I had someone in college that used to lift with us, and he listened to like just chill music while working out. He didn't exert himself at all, and I tried to get him pumped up because he wasn't. He was like trying to like start benching. He's like, I don't respond to that. I'm like, all right, dude, I'm not gonna lift with you anymore. Straight up, I don't think I ever did. He asked me for help, and he's like, I don't respond to that. How you going to be calm and work out? You got to, if you're exerting yourself. This is a pretty solid break. I just noticed no rainbows. The second half of these boxes that I have lined up for another break are going to be pretty fuego. Gorgeous Zapdos, too. Very good. But yeah, I really hope that you don't beat me this week, because I could have a positive record finally. I feel like the point projections, like I should just not even pay attention to, because they're never accurate. My wide receiver, who was projected to get 5 points, got like 32. I feel like it's meant to trip you up. Alright, let's see how many spots we got left. Pretty Kitty Meow Meow. It's a solid name. Thank you for the follow. If I'm being honest with you, more of a dog person though. But I love all animals. Two and two, 2 and 3. Alright, come on guys. Wakey wakey. We got more heat to be had. We still haven't pulled an alt Gengar. It's gonna happen. Two's got 5 spots left. People are sleeping. I'm gonna get the air horn out. When you buy, when do you get breaks? It's been the gamer. It's been the game. Sorry, I was updating lists, so I didn't see any of these chats. It's been the gamer tag since 2006-ish. Sick. It's because your name is Catherine and everyone calls you Cat. All right. Solid. When you buy, when do you get breaks? So you buy in on Monday, on Wednesday, on Friday, any of the days, all of the days, one of the days. It all gets combined into one package and shipped at the end of the week. So roughly, I would say 2 to 3 business days, you'll, after you get tracking on like Monday or Tuesday. Past 2 weeks were a little bit of an exception because we had a graded submission come back with a release, but it's pretty back to normal now. Oh man, my boy Anthony came in and he said, I can't have it. I can't have spots on the table like this. Anthony knows I'm about to pull him some crazy stuff whenever he gets in. That's why I love him. He doesn't sleep. He's up. You guys are letting me off easy. I open a big break. I should be looking at a wall of finished like unfinished breaks, but I still have to open. I opened the feast too fast, I guess. All right, 2's good to go. The first break was fun. It was really, really fun. And Kat, if you're still here, sorry if you had to wait for that response. I didn't see. You hope they show up soon? Wait, what? Okay, so did you buy in? I didn't realize. I didn't know if you were asking me about. Okay, well, I hope they show up soon. Is made me think that like you were missing a package from us or something. Gave me some like some flashbacks of a person. I've had all different types of people, dude, where they like buy in. And then, like, the same day, they're like, where are my stuff? And I'm just like, no, I don't think you know what you're doing. But you're a person who is coherent, so I appreciate it. They buy in the day of the break. I haven't opened it yet. Hey, where my card? You scam me? Just like, I don't know how to respond to that. The education system has failed those people. Why my card not here? I bought in 10 minutes ago. You just want to watch? Hey, you could hang out in here. You're more than welcome. I'm just reminiscing about dysfunctional people. So, Asthmatic, you were one of the people that had... There was like 4 or 5 people that had an excessively large package because of the prizes from like mystery bundles. So those 5 people, we just had to wait for extra large like flat rates because we were out of them, and then the post office didn't have them. So then once they came in, Nick already shipped them out. Yes, this is correct. What were the jokes from Chuck and Larry? He's like, handle with care. You should do this on your birthday. You haven't bought Pokemon since you were in elementary school. This is my life. I love Pokemon. This is the reason why I do this. I luckily have the majority of all my cards from when I was a kid. There were a couple cards, though, that I remember that, like, I don't know where they ended up. Thank you for that sub, Tatsnick. Tatsnick, you're going to be happy watching that replay. That's all I got to say. If you haven't seen it already. Are the mystery bundle ETBs in this week's? Yes. You haven't bought any cards since OG and Gen 2 release? Mainly play the games? Everyone had like a point in time where other stuff took priority. like around high school it was for me. Honestly, probably like 7th or 8th grade. And then I found my way back to it after college or kind of during it. One time you were going through being poor was my family. Jeez. Well, I mean, everyone's from all walks of life. It just wasn't like a priority. Other things were more interesting at that age. I was playing football and whatnot. That did not feel like 9 packs, but it is. Okay, what did you forget? I don't think I finished reading your sentence. One time I was going through your stuff in the Pokemon room and found an unopened package from me. The date was like a year prior, had some fire hits in it. Oh my gosh. So wait, what is the dream pulls for these? Well, it's 7 different sets, so each set has their own crazy pull. So you'll see in a moment here. Hold on, just grabbing sleeves right here. And how breaks work is when you buy in, you get a type randomly assigned to you, and you get every single card of that type. Reverse hollow or better, if it's your type, you get it. All the common cards are evenly split between everyone. I don't keep anything. We take out the codes, but we lower the spot price because of it. And she didn't pay for the unit. I was watching a video where people would like purposely not pay their storage fee, but in the storage like unit they would put out like older looking boxes of like collectibles that were empty to like drive up the auction price. And then the way it works is once whatever money is owed on the storage locker is paid, which is like usually $200, the rest of the money goes to the owner who was renting it. So they end up like baiting people into like paying like 10 grand. But yeah, sorry. I didn't mean to like interrupt you, but you saying storage unit popped that into my head. I watched a video on it. I was like, that is the most degenerate thing I've ever seen. First pack magic, double dark. And I love that you had an unopened package from us with hits inside of it. Just because you probably just got so much stuff that you were just like, you just forgot about it. That's fantastic. Less screens on checkout. The Pokemon room is more chaos. This room is just a hot dumpster fire of a mess. Like, I constantly need to clean empty packs. There's still a lot of confetti from the confetti cannons. And there's really just, it's just going to take time. Can I assign you a steel energy? Yes. Oh. Okay. That works. Now, Chucky, I don't want you to come back in 2 years saying Beej, you ruined my card with your signature. You asked me to sign. It's on video. You gotta throw out all those boxes. And I was like, no, that's a few grand in sealed stuff. Dude, that was like when I was in the process of moving. We had cases of Evo just sealed because I had a pallet full of cases of Evo, and I had like 5 straggler cases that I had left inside what was going to be my parents' house after I had moved out, but I forgot about them. I was just going to grab them later. And my dad put the cases in the garage, and I was like, what are you doing? And he's like, what? You usually keep the cases. I'm like, not these. You don't put these in the garage. I told him how much they were, and he's like, oh, then you put them back inside. Okay, there was a previous pack that I put down because I had to sign a card. Sorry. Well, you're about to get, but yeah, anyone who won mystery bundle stuff, that's all coming out at once. Okay, there is like little like shards of plastic inside of these top loaders that I'm not okay with. I threw them out. Next year you should do some degenerate stuff like give 1K beef bucks. The problem is if I start doing those conversions for channel points would have to be done manually. And I'm not trying to add more manual labor, you know what I'm saying? Ooh, this song hasn't popped up in a very long time. This is a good one. Giovanni's Charisma. Make it Nate's job? Yeah, that's a good idea. Seeing as that I just updated like 90% of the list just now, that seems like a great idea. Trainer. Anthony, very nice. And making a mod do it is not fun for you guys. I don't want to add more to your plate. I feel like you guys already do too much. And you can use it to change the lights. I'm going to try to add back the voice modulator because last time it just was not working with my microphone. Make Nick do it, blame me. I don't mind being the king. Why would I have to blame anybody? One feast spot a week? Dude, that's steep. That's like better than like most like low end jobs. Depending on the feast too. What's next? Do you want dental? Like, come on. I gotta give you health insurance if I give you a feast spot a week. Ooh. Gold fire energy. That's what I'm saying. You wouldn't have to, so it would just show the requests on a list. You wouldn't have to be here for the entire time. The problem is the feast spots aren't always $100. Sometimes they're $200 feasts. I mean, obviously, I would be more than happy to do that, but I'm just okay with not having that as a feature. a prize be a spot in every single feast? I mean, that'd be a pretty expensive prize, dude. Let's say 4 feasts a month, 48. It'd be like $5,000. It's like having a season ticket. That's a full art alt. Who's got fighting? Anthony, once more. Now hear me out, Bowling Kid. If it was someone like sorting breaks every week, that I would feel like would be a fair exchange, 100%. Like I could justify it. Because I already got a roster of employees for that, which is really nice. That Snorlax is miscut. The words are cut off at the bottom. What about contributing exquisite meat? You don't contribute anything, Ding. You know you contribute to, like, me having a brain aneurysm. That's what you contribute to, if I'm being honest. I feel like that's a good way, like, it's probably the nicest way I could put it for you. I'm just one, like, just stray bullet of a sentence, just from my, just keeling over, blood coming out of my ears. Well, you would grade that as a miscut, because the centering is all messed up because of that. If you're talking surface, it looked fine. It's fresh out the pack. Is that an option? Did PSA have some weird policy with grading errors? I mean, you just grade the card and whatever it comes back as. There's not like a box to check to grade it as an error. I would just submit it like as is. But if you don't get that miscut designation, if that's like a deal breaker for you, I don't know if that's guaranteed. I feel like they had a policy recently about that. I could be wrong though. I mean, we could probably look at recent submissions we got back. I'm sure someone would have gotten a designation like that. And I don't remember any cards, like, being denied grading because of it. It might just grade, like, a low number. But you could just always say that it's an error. I don't think it's guaranteed that they put the miscut on there. I still have to figure out how to grade the Greninja, that it's cut off at the top and another card is starting in the same package. I'm pretty sure I just grade that as a sealed thing. Serena. That fire energy is disgusting, dude. No. I'd rather throw the money in a fire. And I would have like a neutral opinion about them, but people came in here and made me hate them. Straight up. And then I saw that like they were deleting positive comments about other companies and negative comments about their own grading company in certain Facebook groups, and I was like, all right. Doing my part. I'm not gonna ban Dan. Dan's a good man. Dan is a man who falls asleep when I open good cards for him. Oh, this song. I'm a big fan of this artist right now. It's like W something. That's twice. Dude, if Ding was running the show, you'd be in the slammer, dude. You would have went into the hole with him. If it was the Inquisition, dude, you would have been gone already. That's a witch. Get him. Throw him into the ocean. Oh, he didn't survive? Oh, we'll get him next time. If it was a witch, it would have survived. Articuno. Dude, Chilling Reign has been popping off for us. Science checks out on that. It's definitely an interesting point in history right there. Disney also stole any sort of like inspiration from the actual Inquisition for Obi-Wan. It was literally called like the Inquisitors. And now like in Ahsoka they have witches, and I'm just like, what's going on here, dude? Witches of Death has always been a thing. See, I'm not well read into Star Wars. I've watched the movies. That's about it. I haven't finished Ahsoka either, so I probably have like 5 or 6 episodes that I'll finish in like one sitting. Super well read into Star Wars. I mean, they got some crazy lore. I'm kind of sad I missed out on the games that they used to have for like GameCube, like Force Unleashed, because it looked like really sick. You are very welcome, dude. Yeah, but have they been around pre-Inquisition? That's a no. They didn't even have the internet back then, dude. They could have just Googled what is a witch and they would have been fine. I think we just filled break 3. Okay, is the main witch chick who like finds the map and brings them in Ahsoka? Was that the same chick with the staff when she fought Ahsoka and lost in Mandalorian? Because I was like, I'm not sure. Like I didn't like care enough to Google the timeline. I was about to say Valerian Steel. That's the same lady? Okay. Dude, make a movie about the hermit crab people. The hermit crab people seem like a chill bunch. Those are the people from Super Mario Sunshine, dude. The Nokis. This song is always good. If you skip this song, whenever it comes up, I think less of you. The rest of the planet thinks less of you. Damn, Dan, you're gunning for that case. I feel like it's gonna happen. What's gonna happen with Anthony is I'm gonna pull him some more Zards. Calling it now. You're still waiting for Cal to make it into the series somehow? Who's Cal? What's up, UPS guy? Not your fault you're trying to listen to 21 Pilots. I'm just... Mr. Red isn't here, so I'm not going to say anything. Cal is from the newest Star Wars games. Well, there you go. I haven't played the newest ones. I'm still like in my recent binge of like Don't Starve Together because I'm out of games to play. I played Sea of Thieves until like my brain started to melt. Nah, I want to save it for him being here because he takes it personally because he loves that band. Even though Hearthstone Battlegrounds yesterday with Bowling Kid was pretty lit. It wasn't fun for Bowling Kid, but it was fun for me. About time that's like the 4 Ultra Ball. Tauros in the original games, dude. One of the best clear times as a solo. It knew double edge. You're gonna say mine is your birthday present to yourself early, but I won't be around the internet to see if it was even near your birthday. What was near? Good night, Chucky. I feel like I missed your first sentence or something, or I'm just forgetting what I just said. You won't be around the internet? What you mean? You going somewhere? No, it's Pellegrino. Sparkling mineral water. Which is actually naturally carbonated. You're going back home to your parents, they live out in the country? Hey, nothing wrong with that. I just went back to Sicily, which I never want to get on a plane for a little while now. The seats are way too... They're made for like a 4-foot person. Can't stretch my legs. Lower back just absolutely just is destroyed. Bro, they don't got no fiber lines running out in the country. That's a fire energy. The closest town where they live is a 30-plus minute drive. I mean, that sounds pretty peaceful, to be honest. I'm a fan of that. We went on a fishing trip and visited like Nick's brother, who works for like DNR, but he's like way up north in Wisconsin, and he lived out in the boonies, dude. Like it was like they had like a general store that sold gas and bait, and that was it. But it was fun. All we did was just get up and fish. You say peaceful, I'd imagine you need like groceries. Well, for sure, you got to prepare for it. It's definitely you're affected a lot more by things like a blizzard or a flood or something. Peace comes with a cost, that is for sure. Seclusion. Like, nobody's coming to go plow that road, so you're kind of just stuck there. You gotta take out the dog sled. It's a nice swirl. To Stream Elements that they finally gave him a mod for it. Gave who a mod? I modded him up because he was like one of the only people like here at like 5 in the morning. Pellegrino, dude. It's on sale at Costco right now. It was like $5 off. Got another couple cases. I grew up drinking it, so I love it. Sick trainer, by the way, for Anthony. It didn't even pop up for me, so it just got auto-filtered out. This channel is family friendly. I have a gaming channel that's not family friendly. So if it was a swear, then yeah. Just because, you might have, we have people watching with their kids. Now the gaming channel, viewer discretion is advised, especially if I'm losing. Then I don't know. I'm sorry. It didn't even pop up for me. Well, somebody was getting really weird about wanting to see my feet, so I just banned the word foot and feet on here. Like, it was funny at first, and then it got excessive and made everyone uncomfortable. I honestly still thought it was hilarious, but it was just too weird. Stolen? No. You just typed it. Rip Zodi. It wasn't Zodi. You have no cell phone service, no internet, and you can pay out the butt. Oh, for satellite TV. You think it's close enough to a highway your parents get stolen from all? What? You would think that like, because you're out in the middle of nowhere, there's really not that, like the chance is pretty slim to get stolen from. Eascon. And Kat, if you don't mind me saying it, it seems like your opinion might be a little bit in towards the negative end of the opinion of being out in the middle of nowhere. And honestly, like, it's good every once in a while. But I feel you on that. No internet, no cell service. You're truly like you out there. That's true. That's like my sentiment towards living in a city, because I went to Loyola in Chicago, and I hate the city after living there for 4 years. It's just a cluster. I like it somewhere in the middle, not in the middle of nowhere. But like, not like just traffic always. I feel like that's a good balance. You just moved to a major city and you have culture shock? Oh, it's. I mean, everyone has their own feelings towards stuff, but I did it for 4 years. It's just. It's a different tempo. That's for sure. I was lucky enough to have a car, and you can't get anything done in the city. It just sucks. Is there a lot of new construction family homes or businesses in your area? Bro, you trying to locate me or something? You trying to find my house? I mean, honestly, there's some, not too crazy. I feel like it's the same feel of suburbs that I lived in before, just not in Illinois. And I'm just playing UPS, yeah. You want to know where I lived? You can. I'll tell you. Come hang out. I got the hot tub. Which I am very excited for hot tub season. What is this? Is that Scorch? Yo. Who's got steel? Anthony. One of your neighbors got poked by a sharp object. Oh. Yeah, I mean, I had similar experiences. It's just the way she goes. You live in Central Florida, and these past few years it's been blowing up. I'm in Wisconsin. Which is really interesting because I feel like in the grand scheme of things, investing in property in Florida is probably not the play for like new business developers or, new homes. Like you got hurricanes that seem to be amping up every so often. And like they're actually like losing land to the ocean. Yeah, I mean, I lived in Chicago for 4 years, Kat. It definitely is culture shock, but it's just the way it is. When you walk around in the city, you got to be aware of your surroundings at all times. I watched a guy steal a bike off of a bike rack in front of me, and then he tried to sell it to me. He's like, "Man, this is a bike for you." And I was like, "You stole that, dude, and I don't want to buy a bike right now, but thank you." The accents are weird, though. I just moved here. If I have an accent, it's probably more like Chicago-ish. And being from a Sicilian family. Posso parlare in italiano. A lot of these people are investing in these Airbnbs, and yes, we're slowly. Dude, Airbnb used to be like the better option if you were going anywhere, like vacation wise, and it's not the case anymore. Airbnbs are like double the price from like a hotel. What's happening in the Midwest, UPS guy, which I'm sure it's happening other places, a lot of these big companies like Berkshire are buying up all the houses and just renting them. I've had like 3 or 4 like soft offers on my house that I bought. And I'm just like, they're like, "You looking to sell, right?" I'm like, "No, I just bought this. I want to be here for a little bit." My interest rate is nice. Like some people are paying like upwards of like $2 to $3 grand on like a house, not a mortgage, rent. That's insane. But in the current atmosphere, it might be the best option because having an interest rate at like 10+% is not great. Not to get into the real estate lingo. Yeah, it's nice up here. I like Wisconsin compared to living in like Chicago suburbs for the majority of my life. Here's some areas, new development in the city will try and buy people's houses with like 5 to 10 acres of land, and they tell them, isn't there like a unique situation though with Florida and like certain land not being owned? Like you could own the house, but the land that it's on, it's not owned. That's a place down the street. I mean, it was like when I was in college, it was like $1,500 a month for my apartment. And it's like, why didn't you dorm? And it's like, I did dorm mandatory for the first 2 years, and it ends up being like double with the meal plan that's mandatory. We're getting closer to the Gengar. There's some land that's residential that can't be touched, and then there's land that's commercial that can be turned into I thought it was like the state that owned it. I could be wrong on that. I was reading up on like and watching a couple of videos on the unique situation of Disney in Florida, where they're like essentially like their own sovereign country because of the deals that they made back in the day. Your parents own like 52 acres. I think they were trying to get it as part of Oklahoma reservation land. Okay. They won't own the land in that situation. That I'm not familiar with. But like, so they don't have to pay any taxes, pretty much, because they're their own country. They make their own laws, essentially. They have their own police. So, like, if you're an employee there, like, you're just in a foreign country, pretty much. That's insane. But yeah, I'm not too sure about, like, how that would compare to, like, Native American land. I know the Native American land here, they pretty much have the end-all be-all say with anything with casinos over here. That's why we still don't have online gambling. I can't bet on sports. Which is like, it's whatever. Is it going to ruin my life? No. Not a bad break. Some heat in that. They only can be the end all be all for that if they own the land the casino is on. Native Americans get to have their own government. Oh yeah, for sure. No argument against, all that. But like, I did not know that about like Disney. Interest rates in Midwest, dude, are like 10% plus. When I bought the house, it was like during COVID, and I got it like below 3%, which was a no-brainer. But like after that, like the months following that, it was going up 1%, 2%. I was like, thank God I did it at the right time. All right, break 4 has spots left. I'd be down to do it. So for those of you wondering what happens if a break doesn't fill while I'm live, it'll just go to Friday. It'll be like one of the first breaks we open on Friday. But I'm going to wait and see if it fills. I know we opened a lot today. The first break was huge. More spots getting taken. More than likely it's going to fill, though. That was loud. Suppose you could take a few more? I mean, Anthony, you're on a heater every time you're in a break. I think there's 2 spots left. Get her full. If this ends up being the last one, that is perfectly okay. One spot left. All right, at this point, I wouldn't be worried about it not filling, so we're good. Oh, Mr. Red, what's up? Need a little water. And I think we are full. I'm gonna have to pre-make some more for Friday. What's up, dude? What you doing? What was like the hardest trivia question tonight? You just keep praying for one of them chonky zards. Any big feasts coming up soon? I mean, we'll do like a bigger feast for Friday. It'll be like double of the first break that we did today. There was a big question on liquor flavors that we bashed. What was that? Or maybe you don't remember it. We knew some, but not enough. All right. Let me randomize. Bro, I hate when the top loaders have like little shards of plastic on the inside. That was on the outside. Oh, like you had to name like liquor flavors. Doesn't help you don't know how to spell. Who needs to know how to spell these days, dude? Spelling's overrated. Alright, who grabbed the last spot? Ty, let's go. All right. Cat, for your first spot, you got Fighting. Fighting's got a lot of hits. Honestly, every spot is really good. It all depends on what comes out. What's up, big boy? New world, huh? Your A team got first, so we still added to your hoard of gift cards. There you go, dude. That's what it's about. All right. Good luck, good luck. You just take a little sip of water. Or just a classic expansion. Dude, I remember having to stay logged in on raid night via like Chrome remote on my phone. If you got logged out, you weren't raiding that week, straight up. Silly question, you're sure, but Gengar? No Gengar yet? That's still a possibility. So, for those of you that don't know, the next alt Gengar that gets pulled wins a case of Obsidian. A case, 6 booster boxes. Rating in what? Well, I rated in WoW. Like WoW Classic, I'm talking about. He's talking about New World. Or you only play. You didn't like WoW after that? Honestly, it was my first time actually playing Classic because I never played the original. I was too young, and my parents' computer would literally catch on fire. But it was an experience for sure. It was a lot of fun. Brewers lost? I haven't paid attention, dude. I can't do it with baseball. Like, I played it as a kid, and I even hated it then. It's just too boring. I never played the Final Fantasy game. That's Steel Energy. Oh yeah, absolutely. I didn't play the ones that had. Honestly, I played like at a buddy's house. I didn't have the consoles to play the Final Fantasy games back in the day. A lot of 2-game sweeps. Was Final Fantasy primarily PlayStation? I can't remember. There you go, new friend. Boom. Nostalgia factor, where friends are mad. It was only PlayStation. Okay, well that makes sense then. I was Xbox 360, and then I had the one, but by that time we were all on PC, me and my friends. That is a golem for fighting. Cat, your first hit. There you go. Already. Not true, it started on Nintendo. Well, yeah, obviously. My first Nintendo was N64, though. And then GameCube, and yeah. I skipped like the whole Wii phases, and I played them like at buddies' houses, but I have a Switch. Because, obviously. Electric Energy, let's go. I was like, there's a really good like short book. It's like how Nintendo conquered America and like how they started out. And I didn't know this, but like back in the day, I want to say like mid 80s, there was like a video game crash, like console crash, because there was way too many of them, and a lot of places like went out of business, and then whatever remained is what we see pretty much today. Bro, how did your Bears blow that game Sunday? Dude, they ain't my Bears. I ain't got nobody on my fantasy team from the Bears. I stopped liking the Bears as a child because you heard the same things every year. We got a new right guard, ladies and gentlemen. This is the year. We're gonna get it. We're gonna take it all the way. We got a new kicker. It's like every year they suck. Your Vikings finally got a W. I just picked up a wide receiver on the Vikings because literally my entire fantasy roster is just a slowly dying animal. Jay Cutler doesn't suck. Jay Cutler doesn't suck. That's a funny one. You mean the hockey player, right? Right now, my team is the Eagles because they got the quarterback and a wide receiver. Square Enix just recently moving to other consoles past Nintendo handheld and Sony consoles. PC was given is next as a given. Gotcha. CJ Stroud. That could probably be pretty good. Maybe. Yeah, I know Final Fantasy, like that, like most recent game that had like all the raids and stuff. I was already playing WoW, and honestly, like that's where all my friends were playing, so I didn't really give it any attention. But I know a lot of people like it. The Bears always suck. Regilecki, electric. It wouldn't surprise me. It's just set a standard. Well, yeah, I mean, everyone's gonna always have their preference. I don't got like any beef towards people that like different games. I'm sure it's a lot of fun. I just, in my head, like, I have a certain experience, and then it's with WoW, and I've already played a lot of their other games. Wait, well, hold up. What did he say? How invested would you be if Nintendo made... Oh, absolutely. Dude, we talked about this. We talked about Pokemon being an open world where every week you got to fight to either be the Elite Four or maintain your status as the Elite Four. There's a legendary spawn like on the map that happens like once a year randomly. Resources are limited to make Pokeballs like Arceus. You graduated for game design? Yo, that's pretty sick. Industry's looking pretty bleak right now, so hopefully you could bring some new ideas. That's awesome. Good for you. I went to school for marketing. Got my business degree. Worked for like 2 or 3 companies that were all garbage, and ended up just making my own company. If I'm ever trying to make a game, I'll hit you up. We need a new Earthbound. Listen, dude. First off, we need a new Super Mario Sunshine. That's number 1. Number 2, Diddy Kong Racing. Then we could talk about whatever else. He just types it in all caps. I want it now. Simpsons Hit and Run. Was that an arcade game? It's true. Diddy Kong Racing might be top on my list, honestly. It had the best battle mode. Sorry if I'm like opening this on autopilot. If they come out with an MMO Pokemon game, the most interesting, like, bad decision I've seen Nintendo recently with Pokemon was the League of Legends Pokemon game that was exclusively on Switch. Literally, that's a game that's meant for keyboard and mouse. You didn't include any PC players because it's only on Switch. I don't think... Yeah, Pokemon Unite. I bet that development is already, like, shifting gears at a different project for that. But that's the thing. It's fun, but if you've played any other big what's its acronym? MOBA. Thank you. I was like holding in a sneeze. I almost just died there. If you've played any of the other MOBAs and then you go to play that, it's going to be amusing at first, and then you're going to be like, okay, I can't do this. MOBA. Thank you. Nah, dude. Can we get back to the elephant room? Why hasn't there been another Earthbound? I don't know. Hasn't there been, like, games from that universe, though, kinda? Or no? No? I'm thinking of something else, then. You got 3 of them? I really want another Diddy Kong Racing, if I'm being honest. And I need a new Paper Mario that isn't what they just made, because it was hot garbage. The combat was horrible. I don't know why they decided to do that. Right. Smash Bros. I also want Alpha and Omega Ruby and Sapphire to make it onto the Switch, and they still haven't done it. Because I want to stream playing it again. That was one of the main games that brought me back. You like turn-based games? And like pixel art, Sea of Stars? Okay. Might have to look into that. That's a Zard, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, man. Who's got fire? Anthony? I always pull you some heat. When's the last time they made Star Fox? I feel like they made a Star Fox, didn't they? Or was the last one literally the GameCube one, Star Fox Adventures? Where none of it was... Nah, dude. If they need to do something with Pokemon... Make it Sonic Adventure style, where I can choose to be Team Rocket, and my starter could be like Coughing, Houndour, and Zubat. Or Sonic Adventure, give me a game where it's just the Chow Garden. I played a lot of Warcraft 3 for the RTS turn-based. Not really turn-based, but I guess that's RTS. For turn-based stuff, I mean, Hearthstone and stuff. Why not? Wii U had a Star Fox game. Everything on the Wii, though, was like gimmicky to like the new controller tech that they had. And the Mew. Solid break. Cat, you got some nice fighting cards coming your way. Everyone did pretty well. Bug Fables, The Everlasting Sapling is an amazing modern homage to Thousand Year Door. I want to play like the Star Fox 64 games and go to like the other ends of the maps where you go to different planets, because I never figured out how to do it, and there was like certain triggers to like change your path. I found out the first one where you go through the waterfall and you get the different boss, and then from there I just never did it again. Oh, I'm talking about Sonic Adventure Battle, which I played it on GameCube, which I think is a different game. Are we filling up 5, ladies and gentlemen? I'm down. Flip my chair over reaching for this break. Jeez. Growing up, I thought there was only one way to end the game and not adventure to other planets until it... Oh, yeah. YouTube, I'll go back and like watch older games being played all the time. I don't like speedruns where they just cut through the map and they're at the last boss. I don't think that's a speedrun. It's playing the game in a way that's efficient and like skillful. I know someone recently beat the record for fastest like OG Pokemon, like Red, I think, playthrough. I think they beat it by like 2 minutes or something. Just all RNG based. They like in the speedruns, they have to keep their Pokemon at low health where it's like making that really annoying like alarm sound, because it'll skip animations and do stuff faster. So like they have to like try to manipulate their own health to be low at certain points, and that's how they've been cutting off time for like the fastest clear, which is pretty insane when you think about it. Because it's pretty RNG. If you get crit, you could die. Like it's very easy to end a run that could potentially be a record. Let me see where we're at for 5. Might be full. It's more ear abuse with that constant alarm in your ear. Absolutely. It puts you like in a stressful state of mind too. But like that, I'm pretty sure that's what that's what constituted like this record break was he had good RNG on that front. All right, number 5. Sorry if I'm not responding right away. When I'm randomizing like this, I can't see chat. I'm going to beat down Shuckle this week. I hope, dude. If I lose, I beat Nick, who is the number 1 in our league right now. If I lose to the last person in the league, I don't know what to think anymore. Just like expectation-wise. I need my random wide receiver I picked up to get another 30 points. I have so many injuries. Yeah, you probably will. If I'm being honest with you, dude, I feel like I've been skating by these weeks. You're scared your pneumonia is back? Bro, how often you be getting pneumonias? I haven't had one. I had like one in kindergarten where I was like actually hospitalized. Keep that Shuckle in the basement. Shuckle was an intern. That feast break was $60, a good deal. Oh yeah, it was like half the size of a regular feast. You got it 2 weeks ago, but it was nasty, and they said it could easily come back. Jeez, dude, I'm sorry to hear that. Pneumonia. You spelled it correctly too, dude. That's even more impressive. It's not an easy word. That's the word that they give at the spelling bee to throw the kids off. Also, gaming stream tomorrow. !Gaming to follow. You can win gift cards for here on there. The last card set you got for me had Celebrations in Venusaur. I mean, that was probably before release. It's not as long as you think, but it's still long. I got you. There'll be a feast on Friday. Ooh. Dude, that Kangaskhan is clean. I love it. Who's got colorless? Damn. That's got a good shot at tending, Dan. That looks real good. Absolutely. Unless you live in another country. That's the only time that the shipping's not going to be free. Should you buy into a break for the first time in years? That's up to you, dude. Either tonight or Friday. Ohio? The shipping is still free to Ohio. Me and Ohio, we got a good relationship. Ohio is a place. That is correct. Last time I checked, it is a state. There will be a feast on Friday, though. If you guys fill up the feast quick, I'll add another half feast. But you guys got to fill it like before I'm live. Which you did for this feast, and I thank you for that. That fighting energy is clean. Wisconsin for the win is right. Illinois sucks. I lived there my entire life. Illinois. Oh, well, no. It will be. Probably tonight. That's a Zord. You see the elk herds are starting to wander around more, dude. Sheila, they don't. Obviously, this isn't going to make sense if you haven't seen Game of Thrones, but if you have, like, they have zero appreciation for us up north, dude. We're like the people on the wall. We're defending the rest of the world from the White Walkers. We got to go to battle like every winter. The Night King comes down. This is a good song, but a sad song. I'm not trying to be sad. Last time I was at the Dells, I saw a herd of turkeys, a gaggle of turkeys. I don't know what the proper thing for turkeys is. A flock. I don't think it's flock, though. I think I Googled it one time and it wasn't flock. Dude, recently I took Luna out to go to the, use the toilet outside because she's a dog. And it was pitch black and something like was stomping towards me, like charging me. And I stopped on a dime. I'm like, all right, we're going back in. I can't see nothing right now. A group of turkeys is called a rafter. There you go. Hold on one second. right. Flying bowling balls, those things will mess your car up. Seen it? Oh my gosh. I mean, they're big. They're big birds. But like I hadn't seen them like out in the wild before, like that near like civilization. I was like, damn, it's a lot of turkeys. It was like in like the spring too. I guess it's not like a video game where like they spawn only in the in the fall. I'd rather see turkeys than freaking geese, where they hiss at you and they try to charge you. Even if you'd like feed them bread, dude, they would cop an attitude. I remember like feeding the ducks with like some cousins that I had that were younger, and the geese will like straight up give you attitude even after giving them bread. I thought I had to grab one by the neck one time, trying to bite. Green code, but they're still a hit. And a full art Crobat. Caracosta you caught tonight is 24. I still have not gotten anything higher than 24, I think. It's like a wing gull. Where's the guy who does the guessing word game? Oh, that's Tater Tot. Tater Tot, she hasn't done that for a while. That should be, honestly, like, be a chatbot thing. I forgot what it's called, though. It honestly is very fun with a group of people, for sure. What is that called, man? I can't think of it now. It's not categories, it's like... Centiscorch? Or Ho-Oh? Salamence, okay. Damn. That was like a error bunch of packs there. All hits with the green codes. Colorless. More for you, Dan. No, yeah. I just forgot what it was called. Bowler probably remembers. He might be AFK right now. I think the closest we got was someone giving like the first word, and it was Mr. Reddit. He got like within like 100 on the first word without any clues or anything, while having a bunch of sippy sip. Yeah, for Gaming Channel tomorrow, probably some more Hearthstone, maybe Rocket League. I really like Don't Starve, but people weren't vibing with it. So I'll just keep playing that while I'm not live. Absolutely, yeah. I feel like new chatbot features like don't come out often at all. I thought I played you in Smash Bros one time. Was that not you? Exclamation point gaming. You can win gift cards on there for here too. And I'm talking like this was probably like years ago. I was still at my parents' house. All right. Potential for all Gengar still. If not today, Friday is going to be the day. You never played it? Someone else named Nate did then. It was a long time ago. Rillaboom. Cloyster. Not a bad break. Not a bad break at all. I didn't add that Zard to the counter. Hold up. All right, it's looking like that was the last break, which is okay. Friday Feast will be posted tonight. So if you can't stay up, then just check in the morning. And those spots go very fast, but I will do 2 of them if you guys fill the first one up fast. Don't leave. It's okay. Side of gravy. What, did you fill? If you filled it, I'll open it. Okay, looks like I'm opening it. My bad. I didn't know you I didn't know that's the mood you were in, Dan. My bad. I'll open it for you. All right, I texted Nick to post. This break is for Dan. Well, good job filling everything, guys. It's a fantastic evening. I mean, you had some solid breaks on Monday, though. Or you're just saying you had a rough week in general. I'm sorry you had a rough week. This next break, I'm gonna do my best to pull you some heat. I'm gonna throw in an extra pack of 151 as well, because I like you, Dan. Well, Friday's breaks will be posted tonight. If we fill the first feast quickly, then I'll do another half feast after it. Why is the dog barking? Luna's been extra sassy today. I'm gonna have some like tomato soup tonight. They got like these containers from Costco. Honestly, like 10 out of 10. Best soup. They don't always have them though. Oh, I'm gonna get the extra pack of 151 as well. So you got 10 packs of 151 Dan. Just because. Dust skull. I'll catch a dust skull. Alright, good luck to you, Dan. The one I picked, I put on the bottom. If you didn't see me do it. So if there's a Chankizard, then we'll know. And Mr. Mime already. Slightly thick on the bottom, still between a 9 and a 10. Sleeves. Very good. let's go. I'll catch a Duskull. I haven't seen the Charmeleon Illustrator rare in a very long time. Those have been very elusive. That fire energy with the Blastoise. Very good. I think it's going to be a good stack. It's already getting there. A little bit on that corner, which I can't tell if that's the card or the sleeve. It's really going to make me go all the way. Okay, that's card. That's just out of the pack. Can't do nothing about it. It's like a little white dot. Probably still get a 9 though. Rain coming. It's supposed to rain? Let's go. I haven't seen that in a minute. That's very nice. It's got like 2 weird print lines in the middle on his forehead. It's kind of hard to see. That's very well on the centering though. Ooh, dude. Okay. We're getting some good stuff here. Damn, this is very good. That's a double. And the Charmander. Alright, this is the pack I picked. So like, don't be surprised if we see a Chonkers. Okay, we saw the fighting energy with the swirl. I actually am not entirely sure if that was the bottom one that I picked. I think it was the Alakazam pack. Ice Ray. Give my boy some Articuno, dude. Little alt Articuno. Just casually. We already saw a couple other alts. You guys all fell asleep on me. Everyone was chirping. What happened? It got late? Trainer, Raleigh. That's an all caps join, dude. You really meant that. Just yelled it. Hit the caps lock, dude. What is this? You here for the days when I went to bed at 1, got up at 6 and saw the end of the launch? Oh, it could still happen on release. It just takes a lot more brakes full to be that long of a stream. The speed is too high now. I'm gonna hit the gym tomorrow morning too, like right when they open, so probably like 5 or 6. Ooh, another Zark? No. Oh my gosh. Dude, this is not easy to pull, and we've seen it twice tonight. Dan, very good. It's one of the harder pulls out of darkness. That looks very gradable, between a 9 and a 10. Yeah, gold Zard just for my boy. Well, Dan, if you're still here, I'd say this is a pretty damn good break right now. The 303's got some hidden gems. I don't think they make music anymore, but they got some hidden gems like this. What the heck was that noise? Mawa. Could end up getting an alt on top of it. Alt Gengar, just last break magic for a case of Obsidian. Crabominable, getting close. That's a hyper. Still good. Hype. It hit me just then where I was like, wait, it could be a Hyper Mew. Still a good hyper though. Dan, I'd say that this break is very good. I see another full art. I thought it was it, dude. Still good though. I thought our suffering was finally going to be over. Dan, solid break, dude. I hope this made your week better. That's all I gotta say. If I can make your week a little bit better, that makes my week a lot better. Love you. Dude, he had a lot of hypers and full arts. That's a fantastic break. Solid stack of 151 too. Thank you guys for filling everything. And like I said, the feast will be on the website tonight. At least it should be, unless Nick like passed out or something. If not, at the very latest tomorrow. If you guys fill up the first big feast, I'll post another half feast to do after it. But it's got to be full before stream starts. So if you can, please grab those spots early. And I already closed the giveaway. And tomorrow, gaming stream. Love every single one of you. You're all beautiful. And welcome newcomers if you're still up in here. I hope you have a good rest of your week if I don't see you.